afternoon, tubers. It's Tuesday, 1:20, and April 4th, and it's 70 degrees, and we have a John Kerry day today. A little overcast, a little high clouds, but other than that, it's pretty good. I'm not going to go into any detail. Basically, what you're going to see after this is you're going to see the beginning of Saturday's video. Then I had to stop for You Dizzy show, and then you're going to see Sunday's video, and then I got called away from that, and there was no work done on Monday, and today there's going to be work done on the car. So let me get this on a tripod and I'll show you where we're at. Hang on for a minute, guys. Hey, good morning everybody out there in YouTube land. What is it, about going on 8 o'clock? And we're almost 70 in the garage. And it's Saturday, April 1st. And yeah, I've been tinkering out here. Got the rear seats back out. They're sitting up there in the trunk. And made a bracket. And these are for plug welds. And got a few things going on. So I did do another thing, is I turned around and I went to Walmart and got a tripod so I can put you guys up. So I had no place to set the camera except on this bench, and it's hard to set the camera on the bench when you're banging away on the bench and everything else. So got a few more things to show you, but let me get the tripod out, and when I get ready I'll bring you guys back. Also, a short day today in the garage. You Dizzy asked me if I'd be a guest on his show, and that's at 1:30 for me. So I said sure, so I'll be on that show. So when I get more and I get the tripod set up, I'll turn this back on later. Hey tubers. Oh, I just made this, and wish I had a metal brake, but vice will do. But yeah, the idea is that this will go in right in there in the back, and I'll show you. I got to break out the spot welder, and then the 3/16 rod then to build the panel will come into here like this. Or is it like, yeah, like this. And then go to, and this end here, right here, will end to the wheel well. So, and I'll drill a 3/16 hole here because we are going to use the steel rod for it, and we'll spot weld it, and then this will make the panel. It'll bolt here, and it'll bolt onto the excuse me, onto here. I'll make a nut plate roughly to go along in here, down to here. So that's where we're at, and when I get more I'll turn this back on later. Today's video.
Well, how you doing? I'm Dave from You Dizzy's channel. Thanks, Tom, for having me on your show. Got my shirt to show my support.
There you go.
Awesome.
Yeah, I figured I'd throw that in.
Yeah, man.
Hey fellas, next thing we're going to do is we're going to build this panel for right in here. And before we do that, we got to finish putting the shielding on the wires for the dome light. So I'm going to have to pull these back out, and I'll use a piece of solid wire, 12 gauge, and use it as a fish tape to go through here. And then I'll put this all in a strand, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do for this. I spot welded in this little bracket right here, and then plug weld it down here, and I still got to grind the plug welds down there. But we'll do this cover plate first. So more in a minute. Yeah, I got to keep walking around the car to sit there and to get this. But as you can see, we got the shielding on, and now we're going to start pulling the wire back up to where it comes out. Now, I used the original dome wire for the fish tape on that one. This is 14 gauge solid strand copper wire. So, look and see what we can do here. Do anything different? No. So it is going to come up in here. So, okay. So we'll disconnect this. We're going to put the side panel in and see what we got to do there. More in a minute, guys. Hey tubers, got the panel in. In the area I'm talking about, it's right up in here. Now I want the top of this bracket. As you can see, I got this in, and this is, I'll take it out later and show you what it is, but this is the button head screws here, and it's held in by that. So I want the top of the panel here to start roughly right here. I'm going to come around, and I think we're going to radius it around and come around and slowly slant up and come in here and then stop right here at this panel. So what I'm going to have to do is get a piece of cardboard, see if I can make this panel. I'll make it out of 16 gauge steel and see if we get it in there, and then we'll go from there. So when I have more, I'll turn this back on later. Hey tubers, yep, okay, I got a pattern made. Make it a little bit bigger than that, and then we'll sand it down to make it fit. Alright, I took this bracket off. It goes there like that. And the rods for the panel, I'm going to drill a 3/16 hole, and the rods for the panel will be welded in there. Now again, I want the panel to start here, curve over, come around. I will be able to fill in the top, so I'm not worried about that. So the other thing I thought of is, here's another one I made. And the other thing I thought of was just leaving it flat, and then having the rods come in and butt in, cut a little notch in here, have the rods come in there and just tack them onto there. And I thought of doing that. And I liked it better with the L channel more than I did with anything else. So too bad I don't have a metal brake. That would have been a nice easy bend to do, but it was done in the vise. So I'm gonna get some 16 gauge sheet metal out, and I'm going to get it all set up for tomorrow. It's getting a little late, and again, the only thing I need this for is right here at the bottom, right here, right where my thumb is where this top is going to mount into that panel, and the rest is this radius that comes down here is the stuff that I'm having Gary make for me, so we could sit there and have a panel, and then these rods will come radius over, radius in, and radius into that panel. But you need a start and you need a finish point, and then you connect the dots more or less of the rods in between to go. I've got a rough pattern down here on what it's supposed to be, and I started making a rough pattern from up here, but I've come up with a few different ideas in what I want to do, so I need to get this made, stuffed into here, and then need the pieces from Gary, and then we can continue on. So, but I can always work on other stuff. I can make this for this side, and it's going to be the exact same dimension off the wheelhouse to the face of this, and then we'll spot weld it up here and then plug weld it down here. I can grind this down and get this ready, maybe hit couple more plug welds down here and get that ready. But I'm going to sooner or later I'm going to come to a stopping point where I don't have these radius pieces that Gary's cutting for me on his CNC plasma table. So that's all I got for now. I want to thank everybody for watching, subscribing, and leaving comments. You all have a good day. Later.